I saw this 3D printer with my own eyes last year, November, on Formnext 2022. It was a big printer and I can compare it, or I would compare it between a Creality Ender 3S1 with a CR10. And what do you get? Well, you get the CR-M4 here on Zachary's 3D Prints. Well, the CR-M4, this is like they mentioned here, a fulfill big ambition efficiency 3D printer, a quasi-industrial grade large format 3D printer. And I can tell you already, it is big. It has a printing volume of 450 times 450 times 470 millimeters big. And as you can see, it already has those stabilizers to make sure that the whole gantry is at 90 degrees and it will stay like that during the whole print. You have to imagine when the print head is all the way to the top that it is still very stable. I would imagine that you don't want to have any weird things showing up on your big prints because that would look ugly. Well, also because of a bigger bed, Creality has decided to use, guess it or not, linear rails instead of V-slot rollers for the Y-axis. For the X-axis and for the Z-axis, they still use V-slot rollers, but for the bed, because it is a big bed, and also thinking about it to have a large print sticking on the build plate, it is a lot of bad slinging instead of very bad slinging. It says here on the side from Creality, more ways of printing. I think in FDM or FFF 3D printing, there is just one way, just on the X and Y and printing in layers in the Z height for these kind of 3D printers. A Sprite dual gear direct drive extruder, the same one that we can see on the Ender 3 S1 and S1 Pro and many other 3D printers nowadays Creality produce. So direct drive in this case. Some of the core features I already have mentioned: the big 450 times 450 times 470 millimeters print volume. It is big, and also multi-printer control. What does that mean? Later on they will explain it, but I will give you a spoiler right away. What they are doing is you are going to use an app or a piece of software from Creality, and if you have multiple CR-M4s connected to the same network, you can send one STL file out and let them all print on same printer. I mean, that is very amazing, especially if you are doing some manufacturing and you want to produce multiple parts at the same time. Well, I can imagine that this would help quite a lot. Further, there is also a CR Touch 25-point auto leveling system on there. An anti-wobbling dual Z-axis, well, is a bigger printer, so why not having a dual lead screw setup? A PC spring steel built surface on there instead of glass. I would imagine that this is way better. And an 800 watt, just imagine a normal 350 watt, 400 watts power supply unit for a normal standard 3D printer. But in this case, Creality is using an 800 watt industrial control power supply. It is a mouthful. Let's look to the aesthetics of this 3D printer. If you're looking to this 3D printer, it is big. It has some of the characteristics of the S1 series and the CR10 series that nowadays are being produced by Creality. But now you have a very stable big base, which is very nice covered up with a big logo from Creality on the front side. As you can see on the top, you see a filament spool holder. It is a direct drive extruder, a single filament direct drive extruder, but yet you have a spool holder for 2 spools of filament. Why? What is the purpose of having 2 there? I have seen Prusa also having 2 spools that you can put on there, but if it is a single setup, if your direct drive can only print 1 filament at a time, why having something like that? I mean, if I have a very long print and I need to switch out filaments during print, then I will put it on the side because it has no purpose to have it on the top. You know, it's just 2 kilograms weight on the top of the frame. They are also using cable chains, which is, I think, for Creality pretty new. I haven't seen them being used on a lot of machines, but I think that Creality goes also for some mechanical mechanical point of view is just guessing, but I think, well, most 3D printer enthusiasts and DIYers in the community, I guess that cable chains is also a good thing to have a nice cable management on your 3D printer. Like mentioned, a dual Y-axis linear guide rails. They make sure that everything rolls as smooth as possible. Most of Creality machines or V-slot rollers are, those smooth rods. I would like to see in the future that Creality is also going to upgrade those V-slot rollers for linear rails. It would make a whole lot of a difference. Smoother, also going for higher speed. Linear rails is way better to go. And because the bed is heavier, you also need to have a beefier motor. I think this is the same kind of NEMA stepper motor that they have used for the extruder on the Creality Ender 6. It's a bigger, heavier duty motor. If I'm looking to the renders, if I'm looking to the images here on the website from Creality, I think that they also use that one. So like mentioned, the way of handling. How can you send your prints to your 3D printer? Creality is pushing a lot more towards cloud printing, which can be very good. You can use a mobile phone and install the Creality app and do the cloud printing. Print via USB. There's a USB thumb drive. So this machine, instead of using SD card, I thought it was using SD cards, but as a matter of fact, they are using USB drives or USB thumb drives, and also print via USB-C cable. And also LAN printing, like mentioned, Wi-Fi or RJ45 connector. Start a print farm with multi-printer control. When many CR4 printers are online, it is easy to start a 3D print farm for volume production, where the printers produce the same model on one single command from Creality Print or Creality Cloud Web. So that is very amazing. A high flow hot end. This hot end can reach temperatures up to 300 degrees Celsius. It's swappable with a 0.6 or a 0.8 millimeter nozzles. Can you also go lower or higher? Well, I don't think going to 0.2 millimeters would help with such a large printer, but also 1 millimeter nozzle, because this is a bigger printer. I can imagine you are going to print with something like a 1 millimeter nozzle. The filament types, the PLA, PA, ABS, PLA wood, PLA carbon fiber, TPU and PET-G. So like mentioned, also the CR Touch 25-point auto leveling, so no thumb screws, you just level it and it is good to go. I hope that this Creality printer has also the ability, when you are doing the Z offset, that you can, fine tune it very well. And fast heating bed. The aluminum bed, it's a 470 times 470 millimeter heated bed, will heat up to 60 degrees Celsius within 160 seconds. 160 seconds. They don't say how much minutes that is, but it is almost 3 minutes. A long time, but hey, it's a bigger bed. I understand it takes some time to heat a bed up from that size. A color screen with simplified UI. It's a touchscreen, no click wheel, no push dial button. Hey, that is amazing. It's the same type of screen that I have here on my the S1 Pro. 800 watt, I already mentioned that. A filament run out sensor, pretty cool. Power loss recovery, also very cool. Always what I say, always check. If you have something like this and you have a power outage or something like that, will your print still be sticking to the bed? That is the one thing that I always want to know, because if the print pops off, your print is lost, and especially with this type of 3D printer so big, you don't want to have a lost print after 80% finished. It's a lot of waste of filament, boy. A silent board, well, nowadays every 3D printer comes with a silent board, so why not this printer? Dual spool holder, I already mentioned it, more prepared to replace filament. Creality, it is way cooler to have a system, this is just a suggestion, if you have something like this, that you can make sure that those filaments, when one spool is empty, that the other one is going to be pulled directly in your direct drive extruder. It's much more easier. This printer weighs a 22.5 kilograms. It's a heavy printer. It's almost 25 kilograms. Wow. So this printer from Creality, it's a nice open FDM 3D printer in a i3 style setup. Like we have seen many printers before. This is, I would call it a beef up S1 Pro, something like that. A bigger, larger printer. If you want to know the price, well, here on the site from Creality, I cannot find it. But if you go, for example, to 3djake.com, you can find this printer for $1,200 US. So if you are interested in buying this printer, check out the website from Creality or 3djake, or just Google online and find out if you can get this printer within a few clicks. If you are still watching this video, thank you. You are amazing. If you didn't know that, now you know. There are many ways to support this channel. One is liking or subscribing if you are not subscribed yet. You can also give one time a thanks to support this channel financially. There's something like a YouTube channel memberships. Your name will be mentioned right over there. Or, you know, support me on Patreon. Link is in the description of this video. I also do some gaming live streaming on twitch.tv/Zachary's World. I play a lot of Minecraft. You can also check me out on EasyZach YouTube channel. I will post almost every week a brand new video about games that I like to play. I'm not going to say anything about it, but you can guess already what I'm playing. Anyways, that is it for this video. I will see you next time. Peace. Bye-bye.